Hello everybody and welcome. I am World Dragon and we are going to be starting a brand new playthrough on the just released into early access Manor Lords. Now I know what you're probably thinking, not somebody else playing Manor Lords. There's probably more streamers playing this now than there might be any other game on YouTube. But I can't help it. I've seen the look of this game and I want to jump in and try it myself. Hopefully, I can provide something unique and slightly different to what other people are doing to keep you here and keep you entertained on the channel. So let's go in and jump into a new game now. I am going to play around with this a little bit. We are going to go for this looking guy. We are going to call ourselves David, after the good old Saint David from Wales. And then I'm going to spend some time and play around with the flag. However, I'm not going to bore you all with that. So, by the magic of streaming. So, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I've gone and quickly put a flag together. And this is basically based on the current St. David's flag that does exist. The only slight liberty I've gone and taken, which I'm actually going to still go ahead and very mildly modify, is I have gone and stuck a little red dragon in the bottom. Basically, the current St. David's flag, the St. David's flag is basically a black background with a yellow cross. Now it is a more of an up and down, left, right cross as opposed to a diagonal cross. But I say I could actually do that. Please don't. Yep, that'll do, and we'll leave. In fact, I do apologize, folks. It turns out I've started messing around anyway. I am going to go and put said dragon, if I can find him again, in the middle. Which one was he? This one, I believe. Oh, he's a bit small, though. He's red. Oh, there you go. That's what we'll do. Scale? Can we? Ah, there you go. So we're going to go and basically have it. We've got the St. David's cross with a lovely red dragon in the middle. Let's go ahead and continue. And we are going to play it on the map, but once again, probably everybody is playing it. I do want some banditry and a bit of a challenge, but I am, especially for my first playthrough, not going to jump in to absolute madness. So, let's keep all the settings the same, and we shall hit begin. And so if you haven't guessed, this is going to be based on a Welsh playthrough. One of the big things I'm going to be trying to do is build a glorious, I'm going to say cathedral, but of your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. As you can notice, yes, we are going to go, and like I said, I'd like to build a massive cathedral by the end, but I don't think that's quite yet available in the current state of the game. I think a level 3 church is the biggest you can build, but because that's what St. David went and did. That is why he is the Saint of Wales. He went and built a beautiful church on top of a hill. All by himself. At least they say all by himself, I do believe. And so that is why he became the Saint of Wales. And so I'm going to be basing, well, at least my first town / village on actually my hometown. I live in a historic town, or I grew up in a historic town, I should say. I don't live there anymore. And so that is what we are going to go and base my first village on. I could press a claim if I had influence, but I'm obviously not going to have any of that yet. Now, we do have a very rich deposit of berries, and it's growing. We have a clay deposit. I love how that is. It's not quite, but to me it looks like a cup of coffee. We have some wild animals. 19 out of 20. I assume that's just a normal deposit. We have a absolutely massive iron deposit. And then we have a small stone deposit. Right, we have a couple of King's Roads going through. And then if we zoom in, let's have a look at... We're in spring. I need to look at what kind of fields. I do have. Whoops, sorry. Yep, that's how you make roads. Construction, thank you very much. Be sure to check all the resource deposits as well as investigate the soil fertility. That is exactly what I want to do. So where is my underground water? First off, okay, we've got pretty good underground water. I mean, here's our King's Road down here and coming through here. Right, so that's good. Fertilities. I've got a tiny patch on the edge of my land, and I've got some stuff underneath this patch of trees. That is about it. Flax, not getting much. Barley, not getting much. Rye, of course we can plant some rye, although if I remember, you need get through some development points to be allowed to get rye. Yep, rye cultivation. It is right up there. And then let's bring that back up. Fire hazard, work in progress, and smell, work in progress. Okay, so judging on our underground water, if I'm going to get any crops in, I've also got a patch up here, which does work. But I think I am going to build in here. That will allow me to get near berry deposit, near the wild animals. It'll allow me to get what little stone I do have. And then later on, I can build myself maybe a slightly separate mining area closer down here, maybe even in the nook of this King's Road. Seems like, I feel like that would be quite a natural place for a little village. I can build a little village in here, and that can be my mining town. So with that in mind, in the meantime, obviously this is my lovely starting area and starting deposits. So I want to go, now of course we don't want to go near the berries or the wild animals, but I do want to chop down these trees around this clay deposit in here. So what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go and build my logging camp. And let's go and zoom in. I am going to build you... Oh, how do I want to do this? So that's going to be my field area. And I'm going to chop down these trees then to begin with and not replant them at the beginning. And then if we look at my contour lines, we've not really got... Let's get rid of that a second. We're kind of just on a natural slope here. Not really that hilly, but everything just kind of goes up towards the edge of the map. So that, with that in mind, I do think I want my town off the King's Road, so I think I am going to use the road they've gone and provided. But like I said, with that, let's go and put our starting logging camp. Trees uprooted for construction. I'm going to try not to uproot any trees. Let's go and put you down there. That is one of the most important things. Now this is just literally the starting building, and timber requires oxen to be moved. Villagers will automatically get the ox when they need it. Very, very good. Now, of course, once this is built, I will go into the advance and I will assign it to basically just chop down these trees. And then when we're done with that, I will probably move my logging camp. I'm thinking maybe to the left-hand side, at which point, though, I will be replanting the trees as we go. Because I do like how... my future mining town is going to be shadowed from the road. We're going to have, I think, an access coming in these 2 points where the trees get a bit thinner. I want to have a nice bit of blocking. So all of this is going to be farmers' fields. But I think I want to kind of try and keep this top part of trees here. Once again, to kind of shield my town from the road. So at which point I'm going to be tucking my town kind of in here, I think. So with that in mind, I also could do with some storage facilities. So once that is up and running... Oh, of course, yes. They will also fell trees to produce some firewood. Let's go and put that in roughly the same place again. This is not where things are going to be kept. This is, you know, just the starting. Just the starting two positions. We've come along. We're like, right, we've got to set up our wood collecting facilities. And we need to chop down these trees because the soil that they are growing out of is beautiful. So... Oh, whoops. No, don't want to look at the map. We will, of course, as well rename our starting area. But we will do that in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen. The saw pit. Not going to worry about a saw pit quite just yet. Workers... No, we're not going to go and grab one of those either. Now, a hunting camp. We are going to get a forager's hut. Now, can I... This is pretty much where it's going to end up being. I'm going to go and stick it in here. And then what I want to go and do is this is going to come out to here. And now I'm going to basically start placing some roads. I want this kind of curl around here a bit. And we're kind of going to end about there for the main road. Oh, I don't really like that too much. Can we... Let's go and remove this road because I really don't like it. Because I went a little bit too far. That's better. Right, so that has reconnected our berry deposit once the foraging hut has been built. The logging camp, yep, coming along very nicely. And so, of course, what this will do is I am going to be... The kind of center point of this town is going to be a church. As I said, I grew up in a historical town, and it has a beautiful church in it. And this is the focal point of the old town, of the old part of the town I live in. So, the church will be the focal point. And I quite like the idea of having it next to these trees, if I'm actually honest with you. New message. I've heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Signed and sealed by my own seal, Hildebald von Berenroot. Well, I'm going to ignore you for now. And so what I want to do is... No, we don't want logistics. Residential, is that where we hide our... Yep, our wooden church. What... Yep, obviously... sorry, press the wrong button. Where that will go, wooden church. Let us... I think I'm going to kind of put the wooden church next to these trees. Now, obviously, as you can see, I don't have enough goods. In fact, no, I say that. I'm going to have it facing the other way. Now, same, but just facing the other way. And so what that will do is, let's go back to roads. And what I want... So I kind of want a nice straight road coming into there. So my church will be there. We'll have plenty of houses round it, next to it. And now let's check my water supply. Because I also want to... Beautiful. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I would love to have the market opposite the church. And I would love to have the well inside the market. Which I can just about do. I can either place the market and put the well at the back of it. Or I can put the well just at the side of it. Because we have some beautiful water running straight where I need it. Now, something I don't want to do is get rid of this stone, because I am going to want stone to upgrade my church. And so I don't want to build there, but I will want to build some houses. And to start off with, I think I am going to go and build my houses. Residential. Let's go and do some burgage plots. Some buildings have flexible borders. So I'm going to make them on the outside of this road. Let's have them... Not enough goods. But I will if because I want them a bit bigger than that. There you go. Nice big houses. These first houses are going to be quite big. And this is simply because... Well, I'm not actually going to build these yet. They are going to be quite big, the first ones, because obviously the first people coming, there's so much land up for grabs. So they're going to be able to peg themselves out some lovely large burgage pots. Now, this is still being built. Obviously, we've got a bit of a walk. I'm going to go and... just for now, connect these up. This is not how it's going to go. I will delete all of these roads, but let's just connect it up so they can get a bit of fast travel on the go. And then, of course, we have our supplies there. So I do need to build a storage and also a granary as well. However, this is the highest priority. So hopefully that is what they're getting built first. And so once that's done, can I move... In fact, yes, can I move the hitching post? And again, to start with, let's just go... It's not where it's going to end up living by the time we're done. But let's just go and move it to town. Although, is that just asking for a little bit too much? So what we're going to go and do is... Obviously, we don't want a marketplace just yet. We do want some storage. I feel like we probably don't quite need the granary. Although we could do with the storehouse. What that will allow us to do is start moving our supplies so that they don't get rained on, basically. And, whoops, sorry, wrong button. So what we will do is... I'm going to go and stick... So granary we will want coming off this road, I think. Can I get it... And this will also... So yeah, I am going to keep it where it is. This will also serve the farming area as well. Because obviously once we've chopped all this down, this will all become a farming area. So this should be built soon. And now that the granary's down, we can also build ourselves a storehouse. Now I don't really know where I want the storehouse, if I'm perfectly honest. This is all going to be houses. This is going to be a nice residential area. So I'm thinking the storehouse will be a little bit further out. With that in mind, I mean, I could go, ooh, future development, but when we get our mining town, but that will probably have its own storage area, if I'm perfectly honest. So I am thinking, probably kind of actually hidden behind these trees, probably not quite on the main road. Okay, thank you very much. So I do need... I'm going to assign 2 families to the logging camp because I really do need to get those logs in and get it up and running. So then let's add a bit of a curl to our road. Okay, so that will also then be our storehouse, kind of hidden from town, just behind these 2 lovely trees. And of course, we'll have these as well. So that does actually give me a nice bit of building area here, which is probably where I will actually... Probably should have built it there first to begin with, to be honest, because it's barely a move at all. But that is probably where I will actually hide all of my wood facilities. They'll be nicely hidden by these trees from town, from the church, and our little village will be down in here. And more to the point, I do not wish to relocate. I want to go to advanced. Let us limit the work area. And that's not quite right. Let's go limit the work area. And sorry folks, I'm just trying to... Well, do you know what? Let's just... Basically, I want to make this grow and shrink. I don't know what buttons those are. I'm perfectly honest. Thought it was just going to be mouse zoom in and mouse zoom out. Well, let's just start. We do want to get rid of these trees. Let's just start with that. And I'll figure out how to do that one afterwards. So we have limited the work area. Of course, there's no livestock. And there are 2 families working there. Fantastic. Hopefully that will help us get some logs back. Let's have a quick look. Where's our logging family? We've just gone and chopped down this beautiful tree. Oh, and there he is. He's currently just staring at that tree whilst holding a shovel. Although that's, that's because they've gone and chopped the tree right on top of my woodcutter's lodge. Well, that was... if they trim it down, then they don't actually have to drag one from the storehouse. So that could work. Well, folks, we're going to quickly fast forward this. And we're going to get these buildings built. And then we are going to go and continue with the rest of it. So, I'll see you back here once we fast forwarded this a little bit. Okay, everybody, we've gone and gotten the first buildings down. The only thing we're still missing is the granary, which we are transporting some stone for. So we have our forager's hut, which should help get us a bit more food, because we are down to just 2 months' supply, so it's not a good amount of months' worth of supply. Everything else, however, is carrying on building. So we've got a nice bit of timber. Our woodcutter's lodge is coming in, and our storehouse, which we haven't got anybody assigned to yet, because I do want to keep 2 people on building, but that will allow us to start chopping down trees. And I did figure out how to change the size of the work area. I found out what magical button I have to hold down to make it all work. So we are next going to chuck down a couple of those burgage plots. No, I want to come down this way. I think that's a pretty good area. Yep, I think that's a pretty good size. I am going to half them. So we get some lovely big plots with some garden areas, and I can double them up as well. So that won't take down any trees. Don't put 2 there. Except we're going to have our church here. Probably our marketplace opposite with our well. Not going to build anything here yet, because like I said, I've got the stone, which I will want to use. I am going to go, I think, and on this road as well. Yeah, I think that's good. That is, as you can see, a pretty central road. And we'll put that down to 2 as well. Very nice. 2 more, and I actually need 5 all up, so I may as well put down the plot. Whoops, put down the plot for the last one. Though I might need to build a road before I do that. So I think down the side of these, I'm going to have another road. And we're going to have a little bit less of a curl to begin with. Then we're going to curl it around all the way to there. Very, very random plots. For those of you who see me play Pioneers of Pagonia, I don't really, you know, it's supposed to look pretty. It's not gonna make any form of sense. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna go down to 1 plot. And actually, though, I don't like the way they're facing. I'm gonna actually turn them around. And they are going to face this way, not the other way. Let's put them both down. Yep, oh, there you go, that's better. They can both be expanded now, and they do both still get garden slots. Very nice. So there you go, that's 6 houses to begin with. That'll be for the 5 families we currently have. And that'll actually give us 1 space to expand. So, granary still under construction. We do have plenty of timber still, plenty of stone, and plenty of tools. And how also are we looking for... We're getting a bit more food back, that's good, we're up to 3 months. And fuel, we have 21 firewood. Have I only got 1 guy in there? Yeah, that's good. 1 guy in there. And so what I'm going to go and do... Family requests more market area for their stall, the forager hut. Yes, that will come. And on that, if I look at my underground water, it turns out the well is going to be at the back of the market space because, or possibly just here at the side actually, because we covered up the corner area at the front that could have been used to build some burgage plots. So I think I want that there. And then what I will do is that this area will become a market area, however that can wait. And for the moment, we won't put down our farmhouse yet because this is the area that all of our farms are going to go down. Now I could do with... kind of want... Can we get another... Although... Can I afford another oxen? How much does one cost? 20 gold. I think I will grab another ox. Although... I'm not going to upgrade to a small stable. I'm going to get another hitching post. Alright now, hitching post, hitching post. Hitching post. And this hitching post is going to be inside town. Although I am going to kind of stick him slightly out of the way a little bit. I'm gonna stick my hitching post in here because what I'm going to go and do, again, because I do like this set of trees to be hiding all of my wood stuff, which, as I said, I will now be moving 3 feet to the left. So what I'm going to go and do is that, because then this road will come up this way, and like I said, all of our woodworking stuff will move 3 feet to the left. But I'm going to let them chop down the set of trees I need them to chop down to go ahead and get myself my farming land. Okay, berry deposit is growing, that's fantastic. We do also have some wild animals, but I'm kind of low on families, if I'm perfectly honest. I need to get those up first. Although what I might do is I have 23 firewood. I have nobody using firewood. And so what I'm going to go and do is, in the storehouse, I'm going to put 1 person in there for now. And let's see if they can't continue to clear all of these supplies. And then hopefully I can also get rid of just that whole little area. That's just all going to go for now. And our town is going to come in between this lovely set of forests. And then, like I said, we'll have a little mining town. Or mining expansion, I would probably have to say, because this looks like it is going to, in fact, be the mining town. Because I've kind of just gone and built right next to it. So that will be the expansion down there. And so, let's go ahead and let's speed all of this up. And of course, we will be seeing these wonderful burgage plots get up and running. What I'm going to do is... I've actually lost it. Where's it gone? I'm going to put the hitching post as the highest priority. Because what that will do will allow me to get my second oxen. So, yep, if the guys want to come and build this for me... Of course, have... I think our ox is called Bartholomew? And yet we should have 2 families building stuff. There he is, building hitching post. And let's order another oxen. That should massively help all of my supply moving, etc. I don't know where's our second oxen. I mean, there's Bartholomew or Nickel. I'm not quite sure. One of them's the ox, one of them's the person. And we should have... Like I said, I'm not quite sure. Ah, here comes our second ox. Hands! Ox following. And what that would allow me to do, like I said, is get all of this cleared out. There you go. The basic supplies are gone. Those supplies are almost gone. So I'm going to take someone off the storehouse. They're going to go into the granary. And I'm also then, actually, going to go and move that hitching post. And I am going to put him... I'm going to put him a bit further out. And he can sit... I really want that to be one of the first things people see. Yeah, do you know what? That's fine, actually. It'll be one of the first things people see when they come into town. I don't think I like that idea. You know, I'm actually going to hide him. He's not hidden, but he's kind of hidden. I'm going to hide him down here. Not going to be one of the first things people see. And the road... There will be a little shortcut there as well. The road will, in fact, join on to where, once again, we will have our little woodworking area. Family members join one of the settlers. Does that mean I now have... No, I still have 6 families. Sorry, 5 families. I thought I might have had a 6th then. Oh, nice. That hitching post has been undone. That last bit of supplies is being undone. Which means I am going to remove... can I get that piece of road? Yes, I can. And would you look at that? I have just gone and gotten my first development point. The town has been upgraded, and on that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end this opening video there. Our town is very slightly starting to take shape. We have the basic buildings down. We are starting to clear our farming area, which we will be using in the future. And we are getting some of our houses down. Homelessness is over. Our supplies are all in our camp. Our makeshift starting squat is now gone, and we have just reached level 1 because we have 5 burgage plots. And so when we come back next time, we will look to get a couple more houses, I would say. Get our church built, which, like I said, is kind of going to be one of the big focuses for most of the villages that we start. Like I said, I would love to be able to build a massive cathedral somewhere, but I don't think that's quite going to happen. So don't get me wrong, St. David, he did build a church. From what the story I know, it wasn't a huge cathedral, it was a church on a hill. But still, I would like to honor that with, in fact, building the biggest, most beautiful church I can build. But like I said, next time we will come back, we obviously have this new message, which I do know from watching people play, is we've gone and been given some spears and shields to make our very first militia. And so we will also look to get that done. However, like I said, we do need more people before we really can be getting a really big militia on the go. And to attract those people, we do need to improve our approval. And building a church would be a wonderful way to get that done. We do need 20 planks. So, of course, to do that, I am going to have to build a saw pit, which is not a problem whatsoever. And so, that just leaves me to say, as per always, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the opening episode. If you've got any suggestions for the name of the village, although these videos will be coming out quite fast, so you might not get it in for this first village, but if you've got any suggested names for any of the future villages, especially if they are Welsh themed, please do put them down in the comments below. And until next time, as per always, stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy.